Howdy, hi. It is Do Your Job Sports WNBA Picks and Predictions for Sunday, August 3rd, 2025. We're looking at every single game of the day. Let's get into the video. Alright, first things first, got to look at the previous day's results. It should be to no one's surprise that I lost money today. Very enjoyable. We go 1-3. We took a team to cover 6.5 points. They ended up losing by 53 in a 40-minute basketball game. I don't even know how you do that. We went 1-3, bringing our season record to 219-209. We are getting dangerously close to being back at 500, which is no bueno. All right, I'm going to recap this game really quick because it was over just as quick, and then we'll get on to the 5 games we got for tomorrow. So, the only winner, we had the over 166.5, and good lord was this closer than it should have been. Final score, Lynx 111. That is 1-1-1. I don't know how. How do you score 111 points in a game in which you don't play any of your starters in the final quarter? What are you doing, Las Vegas? Vegas put up 58 points. They shot 34% from the field, 31% from deep. They lost the rebound battle by 21. They lost the turnover battle by 4. They were the home team. Minnesota 17 of 27 from deep, 59% from the field. It was everyone on their roster that played well. Kayla McBride, 24. Jessica Shepard off the bench, 18. Letitia Heidemann off the bench, 17. Fee, 18. Alana Smith, 7-6-3. Courtney Williams, 9-6-9. Like, are we playing any defense? Our losers, we had the Aces plus 6.5. I'm not going to talk about the Aces as an entire team. I'm going to more talk about this as a coaching scheme. Becky Hammon, I only watched the first quarter of this game because, they were down 35-17. You knew the way the game was going. The halftime score, 67-33. I think that's the largest deficit I've ever seen. Anyway, there were multiple times throughout the game where the Aces' defensive scheme just made absolutely no sense. The Aces would make a basket, so they're coming back on defense. They were in a half-court set. It's not like it's transition. They missed a basket. They got the rebound. They pushed it quick. This is off of a made basket where you have time to get back on defense and set yourself. A'ja Wilson was taking Courtney Williams at point. She was meeting her at the top of the key. What are you doing with A'ja one-on-one on a half-court set against their point guard? That is never going to end well. Courtney is one of the best one-on-one ball handling, get to a spot, get a shot up, or find someone that's open. She's probably the best point guard in the league at doing that. There is no one that touches her. Why is A'ja Wilson, your star defender, power forward down low? Why is she meeting her at the point? You should have Jackie Young trailing Courtney the entire time. You stick Chelsea Gray on Kayla McBride because she just stays on the outside of the court, and then everybody else matches up 1-to-1 down low. Why in the fuck is A'ja playing defense against Courtney Williams? So that pissed me off. And the player props, these never stood a chance. They lost the game by 53. Yeah, 53 points. A'ja, we had points and rebounds 32.5. I think she finished with 12. No, better than that. 15. Jackie Young, we had 19.5. She finished with 7. Not a good day. Not a good day. All right, that's the recap. Let's get on to the picks for tomorrow. All right, first game of the day. This one tips off at 1 o'clock Eastern, I believe. It is the New York Liberty taking on the Connecticut Sun. Once again, I'm going to take the Sun plus 12.5 at home and the under 171.5. We are bringing it back for round 2. These two teams just played 2 days ago. The Sun mopped the floor with the Liberty. They won 78-62. This Liberty team has now lost every single basketball game that Stewie has missed. It is 4 in a row. And some of them have been to egregiously bad teams. Liberty are 17-10 on the year. They currently look like a bottom 5 team in the WNBA. You could argue bottom 3. I think as it stands right now, I would put them with the Sky and the Sun. I think the Wings are a step above with Paige. In their most recent losses, they turned it over 23 times compared to 20 made shots. How do you have 3 more turnovers in an entire basketball game than you do made shots? They're still without Stewie. You have Sabally and Burke out. Their the bench depth is really not panning out how it was supposed to. The only positive thing that might happen, Emma Miesemann, she's on the team. She's in the United States. We just don't know when she's actually going to suit up. It would appear as though they're trying to get her integrated into the offense, know the playbook, know what's going on. Really shouldn't take that long. Miesemann is a former finals MVP. She then went overseas, playing EuroLeague for a bit. I think like 2 or 3 years. But she knows how to play basketball. And at this current state, I think you should put her in the game immediately. The Sun, they are also atrocious. They're 5-21, but they've been playing not horrible ever since they got Mabry back. They've won 2 out of their last 3 games. They've covered 3 out of their last 5 games. I normally never want to put my faith in Marina Mabry, but I'm going to do it here. Give me the Sun plus 12.5. And the under, I think they lose this game 82-74. Next game we got is the Washington Mystics headed to Atlanta, take on the Dream. I'm going to take the road team here, plus 6.5. Also going to rock the over, 155.5. This might be one of the better games of the day. We do have some injury news, though, which you're going to want to take a look at before this game tips. Both teams have been good and bad recently. They're kind of flip-flopping wins and losses. I think we see a high-scoring, close game. Mystics 13-14 on the year. They did just lose at home by 1 point to the Valkyries. They have Aaliyah Edwards listed as questionable for this game. Could be a pretty big deal considering the depth and the size that the Dream have. We'll see if Griner ends up playing. That would obviously be more important if she is healthy and plays. This is their first of 4 road games. So I like them to start off strong, then I think they tail off towards the end of the road trip, but that does not matter now, as we are in game 1. Dream at 17-11 on the year. They did just win a home game against the Mercury by 23, so it kind of hurts to fade them here, but this is the exactly kind of game that the Dream would drop. Previous game, they got great performances from Hillman and Caldwell, who normally come off the bench, but they're playing due to injuries. Ryan Howard is supposed to be out. Brittany Griner listed as questionable. We'll see if either of them suit up. It does say Howard's return date is questionably the 3rd, but I'm also seeing that she's going to come back on the 5th. Which one? Who knows? But I'm going to take the Mystics. I'm going to take the over. If both BG and Howard don't play, I think this line probably closes at like 3.5, maybe 2.5. Without those two, I think we got 2 pretty evenly matched teams. So give me the Mystics and give me the over. Next game we got is the Fever and the Storm. I'm going to rock the road team again. Fever plus 2.5. I'm also going to take the over, 161.5. Caitlin Clark still out for the Indiana Fever, but they look really good. It is the Kelsey Mitchell, Natasha Howard and Aaliyah Boston show leading the charge. Indiana 16-12 on the year. They've won 4 games in a row. This is their second of 4 West Coast games, so they're still going to have their legs under them. They've already played the Storm this year. It was in Seattle, and they won 94-86. Caitlin Clark did play that game, but she only dropped 6 points on 3 of 13 from the field. So I don't think they're going to miss much in terms of offense. They match up really well size-wise down low, and then shooting-wise, they have the better shooters from deep. You give me Kelsey Mitchell, you give me Ari McDonald. I like them both. The Storm, 16-12 on the year. They've been flip-flopping games. They're just way too inconsistent of a team for me to want to back at minus 2.5 against a quality opponent. They're 5-5 in their last 10 games. They just lost a home game to the Sparks by 2 in double overtime. So you could see a bit of tired legs. Their defense has been bad recently. They were supposed to be one of the better teams on defense. I mean, you have Nneka Ogwumike, you have Ezzy, which should shore up your defense around the rim. And then you have Gabby Williams at the small forward. And she's great defensively. But they've been struggling. So I'm going to fade them. Give me the Fever plus 2.5. Give me the over 161.5. All right, next game. This one definitely pains me the most to bet. I'm going to take the Mercury minus the 12.5. I'm going to take the over 165.5. Neither of these teams have been playing well recently. However, the Mercury losing 2 in a row. If you were ever to win a basketball game by 50, this is going to have to be it. I will take the Mercury minus the points. I will take the over 165.5 points. Normally, for a Sky team with no Angel Reese and no Ariel Atkins, you would be forced to take the under. But with how bad of defense the Mercury have been playing, I'm going to rock the over. Mercury 16-11. They just got absolutely molly-whopped on the road, losing 95-72 against the Atlanta Dream. Coaching staff, they said they're mixing things up with the lineups and trying out different combinations to see what'll work in the playoffs. It is not the playoffs yet, buddy. You're still in the regular season. You've fallen to 16-11, which puts you in the same category as like the Fever and the Storm, who I think you're better than. It is time to start winning again. Quit messing around, quit finding out. Just go out there and kick the Sky's ass. They've already played twice this year. They won 107-86, and then they won 94-89. Both of those games, the Sky did have Angel and Ariel. So with neither of them playing, this should be a belt-to-ass kind of game. Chicago Sky, 7-20 on the year. They have lost 7 basketball games in a row. Their injury report is once again quite long. Ariel Atkins already ruled out. Haley Van Lith already ruled out. Angel Reese is technically listed as doubtful. She's not going to play. There is no reason for you to play Angel here. The Sky season is done. They're not making the playoffs. The Mercury are going to win this game regardless. Just sit Angel, let her heal up, maybe bring her back for the past, final, 5 to 10 games in the year. But there's no reason to rush her. We saw what happens when you rush people back from injury. With Caitlin Clark, they just continue to get more injured, and then they don't play. So don't play Angel. Take your ass beating here, and then move on. Give me the Mercury. Give me the over. All right, final game, and then we got 3 player props. This one also hurts me. I like the Las Vegas Aces. Unfortunately, it would appear as though they're horrible, and their coaches have no clue what they're doing. So, therefore, I'm forced to take the Valkyries at plus 5.5. Also going to rock the over, 155. I'm surprised it's this low. I mean, you just saw the Aces give up 111 to a Lynx team who is very dependent on the threes. Do you want to know another team that's very dependent on threes? The Valkyries. Give me the Valkyries. Give me the over. The Valkyries head coach, Natalie Nakase, used to be the assistant coach under Becky Hammon. She is going to want to win this game. Last time they were in Vegas, they lost 104-102. I think this is the rubber match, as the other time they played the Aces, they won in Golden State by I think literally 40 points. So we'll see what happens here. Valkyries 14-13 on the year. They just won a road game at the Mystics by 1, and then their most recent game was a 7-point win at the Sky. Really not that impressive because they did not have Angel Reese or Ariel Atkins, but a win is a win. The only person they have on the injury report is Kayla Thornton. So it would appear as though Monique Billings back in the lineup and Xanda Lacini also back in the lineup, while also having Hayes. Hayes, I thought I saw questionable earlier this morning, but it appears as though she is 100% off. So maybe she'll have a bounce back game, because the last time I took Hayes in a basketball game, she scored 0 points when I had her points over 13.5. So that was a whole lot of fun. The Aces, they are 14-14. They just lost a national televised game by 53. I really don't think I have to say much here. They're playing on a back-to-back. Their team is horrible. The only players that can actually score, Jackie, Asia, Jewel. Their coaching staff is clueless. I don't know. I give up on this team. They suck. Player props. I got Sonia Citron, points and rebounds over 16.5. The Dream, they don't really have solid defense in the guard spots. With no Ryan Howard, they're going to struggle to guard. It's going to be her versus Alicia Gray. She's taller than Alicia Gray. If they do any switches, she's taller than Jordan Canada. As long as she doesn't go down low near the Bree Jones-Brittany Griner matchup, I think she's okay. She has hit this number in 3 out of her last 4. I'm going to take Kelsey Mitchell points over 19. You can get that at plus 100 on FanDuel. Without Caitlin Clark on the court, the entire offense has been going through Kelsey Mitchell. I think they're going to have a size problem down low. It's going to be tough for Natasha Howard and Aaliyah Boston to score going against Nneka and Ezzy. So I think they're going to put it on the guards. You're going to see a lot of shots from Ari McDonald. You're going to see a lot of shots from Kelsey Mitchell. 19 is too low. I think this should be at like 24 or 25, probably. Final person we got here, it is Gabby Williams, also in the Indiana and Seattle game. I'm going to take her PRA over 21.5. The Fever, they don't really play defense. Gabby Williams will have a combination of Sophie Cunningham or Lexi Hall on her at all times. Two people she should be able to get around quite easily. She's more athletic than them. She has a better, I would say, ability to get to the hole than them. Although Lexi Hall is a really good defender. She's just a pest. She gets in there. She caused drama, I will say. Lots of turnovers. Cunningham, not so much. So hopefully it's more Cunningham than it is Hall. Going to be a fast-paced game. I think that one goes over easily. So give me Gabby Williams, PRA, over 21.5. All right. That's going to do it for me in this video. For the love of everything holy, I hope I have a positive day tomorrow. Let's find out. I appreciate you guys watching and tuning in, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace.